What's up everybody, Mortag here, and today I'm here in Mulvar because I wanted to talk about a theory I had since Wrath of the Lich King, and exactly when I first step on the two dungeons, also of Stone and also of Lighting plus Uldrar. And the reason is because of this statue of a tower made of like a constellation, because I have my theory that Taurens are going to have a special role in the defense of Azeroth in the future. And my theory got more strength of the events of Highmountain. As you guys don't know precisely the story, the Highmountain tribe are the descendants of one of probably the most powerful mortal in history, Huln Highmountain. He was a Tauren that lived on about 10,000 years ago during the events of the War of the Ancients. During the separate timeline where Krasus and Rorin and Broxiga came came travel back in time, they asked the Malfurion and Jared the Shadowsoft to gain other allies because the Night Elf forces would not have been enough to fight over the Burning Legion. And then they made a meeting with various other races, Fulborgs, Erden, and of course Huln and the Taurens. And Huln plays a crucial role in the fight. He was able to stand alone against hundreds and thousands of demons, defeating alone the Dreadlord Tychondrius, and during the war he saved a moose, a companion moose, very precious to Scenarios. And with this he received by the demigod a blessing that is we see when we play an Egmonter Tauren, their antlers. But what is more incredible on the character of Uln is his fight against Deathwing. He was one on the only mortal able to stand against the aspect of death. Because you see, the Deathwing lair was in High Mountain, and when Huln and his tribesmen came back to the mountain, they had to deal with the problem that now the benevolent Nartharion and turn mad and want to seek destruction over the world. So, bonded together with a group of Drogbar slaves, he was able to recover and steal from the Black Dragon the Pillar of Creation, the Armor of Kasgaroth, and he used it to banish Deathwing from our plane of existence for some years, saving his people. And this is really incredible. He's probably the only mortal that was able to face and defeat the aspect of that, because Horde Alliance had to spend in Cataclysm a lot of resources and a lot of fights in order to beat and defeat the dragons. So what Huln had accomplished was really amazing. And this makes me think about the probably Tauren have some more potential hidden inside. Probably with Blizzard, the story department is just waiting for the right time to reveal them. One also important things to think about Taurens and why I think they are most special is because they are the only race that they have a connection with the three divine forces, the life, the natures, and the elements. No other race has now today this connection with all these three forces, so this makes them incredibly connected and in a way similar to the Draenei. Draenei were most advanced due to their incredible ability and skill on arcane magic and technology, while Tauren are incredibly skilled in using divine energy. But what's also interesting is that we don't know very much about Tauren lore, because they used to live in nomadic ways and their history was pretty much passed by storytelling, so they have no records of their history. Their origin are pretty much unknown. They are not made from Titan Keepers, so they don't have been a Titanic origination, and we don't know much about them as like the trolls or the goblins, which speculates they are being created by the old gods. And this is really interesting because we don't know where they came from. They don't have a particular or demigod connected to them. They venerate in some way the two moons of Azeroth, the moon and the sun of Azeroth, but in a different completely ways compared to the Night Elves. And in my theory, I believe that now that the threat of the Burning Legion has been defeated, probably the Tauren will play a major role in the fight against the Void and his forces, which are now our current villains. And probably we will see a lot of Void and all God stuff in Battle for Azeroth, as has been hinted. So this is my theory for the Taurens, because in a similar way they resemble to me much of the Draenei, which before the retcon of the history of Argus, we know that they were approached by Sargeras due to their skill and power in arcane and technology. But now also we know that they got approached by him due to a Titan soul living on the planet. And this makes me think about it, because can the Tauren have this power, if you can define it, due to be born on a planet with a Titan soul in it? And probably are the Tauren the real sons of Azeroth? Because the other race, they are pretty much our results of Titan or Orgoth's interference on the planet. Humans, gnomes, dwarves are all the results of the works of the Titan Keeper. Orcs are not from this planet. All these kind of elves are just the generation or an evolution of trolls. But Taurens, they play an interesting role because we don't know where they came from. We know some little things about the trolls, that maybe they have an old god tendencies, maybe they've been created by the old gods, but then they rebelled against them, and this is pretty much my theory. But Taurens, we don't know pretty much anything about them, because the story has never been recorded. And this is really interesting because they are a race which is a major role in the story, which we know very little about it, and we know they are generally they have very strong will and can be very powerful warriors. If we think of the Blood of family, both Cairn and Bane, and how everyone think about that probably Bane was going to be war chief after the events of Mists of Pandaria instead of Vol'jin, and how even though think that Kain wouldn't be a most better candidate as Gyros for the title of Warchief, but with the only problem that Thrall had preferred to choose an orc as a warchief to better feel the orc population about their next warchief. And this is pretty much it for today. I would like to hear your comments about this my theory in the comment section below. If you think that maybe Tauren are to play an unexpected role in the history to come. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Subscribe if you want to don't miss any other Warcraft lore theory or demonology warlock guide, and we'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.